After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music.
And probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Hey everybody, it's Lori and Julia here, and we are still loud. Thanks for hanging out with us today. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
I know it.
It's, just happy to have a Friday, but the last Friday of July. Can you believe it? Oh, my word.
Okay, so here's the deal. I tried on my dress yesterday for the wedding.
Oh, good.
Which is the 22nd. So we are in the final round.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny, Lori, because I got a pooch. And I am wearing a dress that we're not supposed to wear. And it's satin, because satin is the most unforgiving material in the world.
But as I recall from the picture, it looks more like a rougher satin, almost like a peau de soie silk. It didn't look shiny to me.
Well, that's because it's got a print in it. It's a light blue with a white kind of...
So that breaks up the shine of the satin.
It breaks it up a little bit, but it doesn't break up the pooch. So I have been losing...
Spanx?
I've tried. I'm losing weight. I'm going to see you later tonight, and I'm practicing wearing a very tight dress today. And this dress goes straight down, and I'm just practicing good posture and holding in my stomach. I did my 5-minute abs. I'm going to do it 2 a days now, because 10 is just too intense.
Yeah.
Because in the Spanx, I'm so worried because it's not enough.
It's probably going to be hot. And it's
not enough.
And you
know how I am
Spanx.
with tight things around my middle.
Why can't you just have a little pooch and then hold your stomach in?
My mother
for pictures.
Said the funniest thing, Mom, if you're listening, I love you so much, because it made me laugh. She goes, I said, Mom, I still got the pooch. She goes, well, I thought that would have been taken care of by now. We laughed.
That's hilarious.
We laughed so hard. And I said, I did too, because I'm losing the weight, but the pooch at the bottom of the tummy just stays. So anyway, posture.
Mm-hmm.
Posture and everything else.
Pulling your belly button back to your spine.
Oh, I know, but
at
it's
all
very
times.
That's what I'm practicing. So I'm practicing that because I kind of have crappy posture. I'm a sloucher. So
you know what? It's years of being in the studio in the high chairs, slouching over to the microphones.
Yeah. Is that it? Thank you, Lori. Love how you always have good excuses that make me feel not bad.
Julia, it was ergonomically just like, we didn't feel it because we were having so much fun, laughing and gabbing and everything else. But when I think about it, we were always sort of hunched over.
Always.
Our belly buttons were never back to our spines, ever. Unless we had a guest that was coming in that we were trying to impress, then we would sit up straight, We
really would.
And thrust out you with your real breasts and me with my, itty-bitty.
Blue eyes.
Itty-bitty titty-witties. Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh, my friend at pickleball this afternoon, because I played at 11, it is steamy, and I get so overheated. And so from Dr. Crutchfield, I have all those Botox ice packs, the little round ice packs.
Mm-hmm.
And so I put them in my...
Oh, what a great idea.
I think so, but it wasn't enough.
No.
And I put it inside my visor. I put it everywhere. And I just was so overheated. And she's like, why don't you get a bra that covers them? And I said, I can't help it.
Yeah.
It's who I am.
Yeah.
I've nipped out since 1981.
You and Jennifer Aniston.
It's not on purpose. I wish they were more aligned.
It's a beautiful thing. I've sent our nipples to this woman, Don Williamson, on Instagram, who recreates Sex and the City things. Oh. And I could only find baby got brown nipples. Oh, and one day we do have to tell our whole body perk story.
I have pink, Lori.
I mailed them to her. She sent me back a note. As you know from my Instagram, I'm whiter than white, and I want to recreate the scene wearing a white T-shirt. And then I found, can you find me the perky in pink? Because I had written her a little note. And in a travel bag, I found one lone pair of perky in pink. And I mailed them to her. And she'll tag us when she does the episode.
I can't wait.
I have like 2,000 baby got browns in my, closet that's getting rehabbed. Mm-hmm. And you have all the pink ones. And anyway, we'll tell that. Maybe we'll tell that story on one of our future pods. We've only been promising it for like a year.
And can you
Whatever.
believe all the response? I mean, people were sorry, we're letting you down, wink, wink.
Oh, yeah. Well, the reason
Although
I
I
wanted
will
to do
say,
it,
Lori, okay,
I
go
wanted
ahead.
to do it because July 1st,
Was the-
2001 was the episode, Baby Talk is Cheap, season 4, episode 6, when it premiered 25 years ago.
That
So it
just,
is a
that
25th.
just blows me away.
I
That
know.
it was 25 years ago, Lori. And really, if anybody ever watches the Sex and the City promo, it's famous. Someone's in a red dress. They're holding up a little. Samantha's in a red dress, holding up a little black velvet bag.
No, she's
two
actually
nipples.
holding the nipples.
Yeah.
And the girls are in the lounge and they're.
If I had them, I could recreate it now.
Yeah. But they do always show that scene when they do very often do a Sex and the City story because it kind of either them at the bar or at a breakfast table. It just sort of epitomizes the whole thing. But
should I go get them and show
the nipples?
Yeah.
If you want.
Never mind. We'll do it another day.
Yeah.
We're so
all right.
lazy.
Well, speaking of wedding, did you find your Sally Hansen's?
I haven't ordered it yet. I have to order it.
Okay, you can buy it at Walgreens. You don't need to give it to Mr. Jeff. This is Sally Hansen. I'll hold it up to the camera.
Sally Hansen
Airbrush leg makeup. It's water resistant, Julia.
I know it.
And
I need it on my arms.
You can use it. It's absolutely beautiful the way it goes on. I got the color light.
I think I'm going to need medium.
Well, I'm going to show you how I'll bring it tonight.
Okay, bring it tonight so I can see it. Okay, perfect, because we'll try it.
Because it's actually, to me, it goes on.
It looks kind of dark.
It's darker than you think. And when we used to do our spray-on legs, we would buy a light and a medium and mix it for the right tone.
Right.
And I think they have like all the way from alabaster to ebony. So they have 5 or 6.
And harmonies in the middle.
Yes. And it is really, really nice. It just goes on. I mean, I remember leg makeup back in the 90s and it was smeary, greasy, left stains everywhere. This, I mean, I wouldn't wear it on sit down on somebody's white chaise lounge or something or a couch.
Exactly.
But when it dries, I'm rubbing it right now on a tablecloth that I have in my room because I put a little on my hand. So I'll bring this tonight so you can try that. And then did you find the dance shoes?
Oh, I'm doing it today.
Okay.
Because
you got to get this thing hemmed.
I know.
In order for the pooch to look right, you got to have a hem dress that goes with the
my next door neighbor, Melissa, her dad used to call her, "Hey, Poochie. Poochie." And it was such a cute nickname. And I'm like, I got my own Poochie. Right. I got a Poochie going on right now. No, it's coming. It's happening. I'm starting to get excited, actually.
You should.
I'm starting to get excited.
Yeah. Nerve and excitement because there's still a lot to do. And there's a lot to do that isn't done until like the last 48, 72 hours. And then the day of, there's surprisingly. So, be a delegator. That's what all those bridesmaids are for. And
Lauren and Will, they're on top of it. They have a damn wedding planner. They've got the people working. It's
wonderful.
It really is good. You reminded me I need magnets to hold the flowers on the side of the chairs. Okay. Thank you. Well, we're getting there. It's exciting. Okay, I'm talking out loud. Okay, let's get to it.
The biggest thing in the world is happening today.
I'll be the judge of that.
On July 31st. The 2 newest, biggest movie stars on the planet, Tom Holland and Zendaya, Tom Daya. Spider-Man Brand New Day opens in theaters. The Odyssey shows no signs of quitting. They're both in it. They're both going to break records and are already breaking records. And they're married to each other and they couldn't be cuter. And fashion.
They're going to be in Dune, too.
Yeah. I mean, it's just incredible. So we can say without a doubt that Tom Daya, if we're going to give him the nickname.
I love it, Laura.
Starring in the dual movies, we'll call it Spodyssey.
You've been thinking about this for a little while.
But they are they're the power couple. They're the biggest movie stars in the world.
They really are.
And I looked again, like I just looked in the Chicago area at IMAX. It is sold out. Odyssey is sold out through August or something like that. Casey and I have just said we're just going to go to the 70 millimeter at the Heights Theater. I think Southdale has it. But again, I will just, anyone who is going to the Odyssey, even in a regular theater, all reports are, the IMAX is just incredible because of how it was filmed.
So imagine Lakeville is an IMAX. AMC Rosedale.
There's 14, no IMAX in Minnesota.
All right, then why did I?
There used to be one at the zoo.
Right.
So I don't know if that one is still
here. Here's what it says: Twin Cities metro area has 4 main commercial movie theaters featuring IMAX screens.
Whatever. I think that it's an IMAX theater. I don't know. Casey has researched this because he wants to see it.
I do too. I think like the Science Museum should play it because they have the true IMAX theater.
That is true. Bring earpads no matter what, or
earpads or earbuds, and bring your mini pads if you need to. If you don't want to get up and go to the bathroom,
those could be an ear protector.
If you don't want to go to the bathroom,
because it's such a loud movie. But Spider-Man: Brand New Day is getting rave reviews.
I can't wait to see that.
That's going to. Anyway, all over the country, it's hot. All over the world, it's hot. Yeah, people are, if they're not fighting a fire that's in their backyard, there's 2 great movies for people to see. And I expect box office records to be smashed right and left, and I'll be paying attention.
I agree. And the other one to go see is you can go see in your home, MJ.
Oh, yeah, that Michael Jackson.
Because I was going to have a little screening for that. I thought that'd be kind of fun to have a little MJ screening.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've never seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No.
It's so good.
I know it. I haven't seen it yet. So I thought, okay. All right. So, Laura, your group. So that your group is boycotting the Grammys, BTS. They're extremely offended.
Oh, they should be.
I agree that they now have a category in the Grammys that they just are introducing for Asian
music
groups, music. And they're like, we don't need to be separated out as a group category. We can win on our own. Because think of how the other K-pop, that girl band, Pink Pony or whatever their names are.
Blackpink.
Mm-hmm. I like K-Pink. Everyone wins on their own. They don't need this separate category, so they're completely offended.
Yeah, I can't understand why they did that. The Grammys is
Do they have a Canadian category?
No, exactly.
Do they have Irish category? I mean, it seems deaf.
It seems like
deaf.
It does, and it also seems like, well, why can't they be judged just right next to Madonna, right next to anybody else who's
they have
out
been
all the
for
music?
Years.
Right. I mean,
because Latin music, music has its own category.
Yeah. But like in that case, I think
because it's Spanish speaking.
Well, it might be Spanish speaking, but it also has it's not widely played on radio stations. Popular music is what is played on radio and what Billboard. And so, BTS, good. They don't need to stand up, or they don't need to accept this BS. They can just mind their own business and keep selling out stadiums and selling physical albums of copies like Madonna is doing, because 43 years ago this week she released her first album, which had 7 songs, and everybody I knew had that album.
Like a Virgin.
No, it was just her
borderline.
face.
It was borderline,
burning up everybody. Yeah, it was. We wore that record out.
Beyond. Okay, so I want to tell you something. So I just heard that Mike Love from the Beach Boys, who we met, they've canceled and sang with on stage at the Great Minnesota Get Together, the Great Minnesota Fair, in the Grandstand, which is one of the greatest places to see live music. They've canceled the rest of the Beach Boys summer concert.
He's sick. He played at that. I think it was the other version of the Beach Boys, because there's 2 versions. there's
One
the
with John
two battling.
Stamos. So
Well, John Stamos plays with Mike Love.
Mike Love, okay.
He
But
didn't play
wasn't
the
there
night at the fair,
Right.
unfortunately. And
I'm glad
yeah,
he
so
didn't. I don't know if you would have kept to yourself.
I mean, they said, whatever you do, don't hug Mike Love. What's the
Yep.
first thing I do?
I
Hug
know.
Mike Love. Yeah. But he loved it. And
But
I
I'm
took his
gonna tell you-
microphone away from him.
I
Remember
thought
that?
was
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the funnest nights.
Oh, that
was
was
like
a blast.
That was like, so I was thinking if this was the year we got to play with them and then they canceled it, we would have been so bummed.
Yeah.
That
well,
was one of the funnest experiences.
Truly. And he was 82 at the time. Now he's 85. Who knows what's, happened to him, but they're not saying anything. But, oh, yeah. Anyway.
That's just such a great memory.
Truly. Probably be the only time we're ever up on the grandstand stage, but I sure felt comfortable in the Klieg lights and all the applause. And with the microphone, I felt pretty. And I was just like, this is what I dreamt of when I was 7, and I would
amazing.
do shows in my yard or for my grandma on stools with my sisters. We were always performing.
It was amazing. Okay, how many
amazing.
concerts are you going to this year at the fair?
Let's see, I'm going to Bonnie Raitt,
Yeah.
Rod Stewart,
Yeah, me too.
TLC and Vogue Salt and Peppa,
That's
which is
gonna be
a
fun one.
3-way show.
Yep.
And might be going to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, TBD.
Oh.
Because they're playing Friday night of Labor Day weekend.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
anyway,
That would
and then
be fun.
I'm out there every day during the workday being Jason's sidekick on the
That's gonna
second
be
hour.
so fun, Lori.
The only thing is, our old radio hours 3 to 6 were like so great for going out after.
They were. So
yeah,
if you
getting
work in
off
the
at
morning,
noon at
Yeah.
the fair is not quite as exciting as getting off at 6.
but we're going to be on Twin Cities Live,
Yeah,
and we're going to be out on. We don't know the time yet, but we're going to be
we do. I think it's noon.
noon.
On the first Saturday of the fair. So that will be the third day in Carousel Park.
At Hubbard, on the Hubbard Day stage.
That's right. They've allowed us to come back they've allowed us to swim back in.
Swimming.
And we'll be on Twin Cities Live the day before that.
So come,
we'll
so
put out
plan on
something
that
on
if you're going to the fair
Instagram.
that first Saturday. That'd be so
Yeah.
fun to have people. I'm already, that's where I go. Like, oh, no one's going to come. What are we going to talk
Julia,
about?
people will
What's
come,
gonna
and it
happen?
doesn't matter because we're up on stage where we belong. It's really the only thing I miss about our radio show is I desperately
the
miss
fair.
broadcasting from the fair because everyone knew where we were. So people
It
from
was so fun.
all walks of our lives, I
Mhm.
mean, even buddies of my dad's from Sturgis, they would stop by, college
So
friends,
fun, Lori.
high school friends, people who used to, everyone knew how to find us. And because we were up in a good area by the arts and
Right.
museum and all that. Anyway, so I still really miss that. And I want to I just want to linger around. I just keep thinking,
stage.
can't we just do a bunch of podcasts from the fair? Can't we just,
You're so funny, Lori.
and like it from 4 to 5, please.
You're so funny. Please, if anybody's listening.
Speaking of the stage, this is going to
Yes.
happen 2 nights in Hamptons. And I didn't get the dates. It's August because we're not going.
Okay.
But I don't think I would want to do this. Here's
tell
what
me.
it is.
Tell me.
It's a staged reading. So think people sitting around just reading from the script like they do at a table read, which we've
Yes.
seen in movies and stuff.
Yes.
It'll be Marissa Tomei, Matthew Broderick are the 2 that we know of.
Matthew
They're
Broderick
gonna
or Mathwig Broderick.
Matthew Broderick, Sarah Jessica's husband, Marissa Tomei, who's in Spider-Man, Aunt
Okay.
May.
Okay.
Anyway, reading The Big Chill.
Well, they're making something, The Big Chill prequel or something. So they're
Go
just going
back.
to sit
No,
there
they're
and read
doing
it.
They're doing a Clueless sequel with Alicia Silverstone. I don't know. Maybe they are doing something with The Big Chill.
They are doing something with The Big Chill. It's been rumored for a long time. Okay, so they're just going to read it? And they'll do all the parts?
There's going to be other people. They're going to be on stage.
I think that sounds like
reading
fun, Lori.
scripts. Oh, gee. Did you remember it starts with a suicide? They're all gathered
Well, I
there
don't
for a
remember.
funeral.
Kevin Costner was famously cut out of that.
Kevin Costner's the dead friend that they all come
Yep.
together to mourn.
Well, Lori, I don't remember those details, except for it was
See-
Kevin Costner, my boyfriend.
Well, Glenn Close, it's a great cast. Kevin Kline. I mean, it's an epic soundtrack.
It
But
is.
I'm sorry, a
We
beautiful
heard it
August
through
night
the
in the
grapevine.
Hamptons.
Okay, well, my friend is in the Hamptons right now with all the celebrities.
Yeah,
Mariska Hargitay.
Mariska
Brooke,
to you.
Yep, her too. Brooke Shields. So I'm
Well,
going to
remember the
we'll have some
Hamptons
good
is a
stories.
huge.
Long Island.
Yes, Montauk
no
is the
trees.
furthest away.
With
right.
no trees, you just see a house on a hill, and a house on a hill, and a house on a hill.
Anyway, if I do find myself in the Hamptons in August, you can bet your booty I am not going to spend 2.5 hours watch people read The Big Chill.
Oh, Lori, I would go in a heartbeat. Be kind of
Yeah,
fun.
you have forgotten that movie then. You've forgotten
I loved
all
that
the
movie. I thought we liked
did-
that movie.
I did. No, I did too, but to watch it, to be acted out, not to be read to.
You're so funny. See, I like to be read to.
Do you?
That's why I have Audible. I like people to tell me stories where I don't have to do any work.
All right.
I kind of like that, Lori. So this is up my wheelhouse, but I want to say your darling husband, my brother, took our mother, my mom, to Guys and Dolls yesterday. And my mom called me this morning, and Guys and Dolls is playing right now at the Chanhassen Dinner Theater.
Mhm.
And my mom said, that's the best thing I've ever seen on stage, ever. I mean, and my mom's been to theater.
Oh, she's yeah.
And she couldn't stop raving about how great Guys and Dolls is right now at the Chan. So if people with the heat and everything, and they have afternoon plays too a couple times a week,
And the
go
food
see
is
it.
delicious.
I love it. And that's such a fun place.
It is. Casey came home and I said, well, how was it? Because he really went to take your mom.
Of
because
course.
she,
He's
of
so
course,
lovely.
remembers the movie.
Yes. And
you
he's
know, blah,
such a
blah,
good
blah.
son. He's so much better than me.
Well, he's got time to do these things. And anyway, so they went to the matinee because that's better for your mom.
Sure, of course.
And it was like 3/4 full. So they got moved to a table where it was just the two of them.
Nice.
And they had but he said it was so much fun. He goes, there's a Tina Turner show coming, and Mom and I want to know if you want to go to drag brunch. And I said,
wouldn't that be fun? Mom and I want to know if you want to go to. I love that, Lori.
Yeah, and I said, okay, sure. And what does Casey do? Yesterday, as soon as he gets home, he books the drag brunch.
Well, you should think. All right, I'll go with you guys. But
Julia, we know we can't count on you.
I know.
Okay?
Actually, you can't. But if the
can't.
tickets
For
are bought,
future, you don't want to plan. Like the fact that you bought Rod Stewart leads me to believe
my friend
that it was
bought
someone
him.
else's
I just
idea.
sent her a text this morning and I said, I still owe you money, don't I?
Yeah.
My friend bought him. But I do want to say something about Tina Turner because famously we took my mom and my Auntie Catherine and you and I at the Target Center saw Tina Turner. And
it was her farewell tour.
And that was one of their favorite nights ever.
Oh, it was so great. We were up like in the second section and
we had good seats.
No. Don't you remember? I printed a map.
That's right.
Of the Target Center.
You
and I made
back in the days when you had a printer.
Everyone give me a $50 bill. No, 50.
Really?
And
were we that? Okay.
Yeah. So I had $200 and our 4 tickets, and I traded those tickets. This was back when ticket scalping was illegal and so much more fun. And and I was on the corner of 6th and 1st Street, and we were on the floor. We traded the $200 and the 4 tickets and got on the floor, and only later, but we were on the aisle, thank goodness. But only later did we realize that the Shorty McShorties, you and Auntie Catherine, had to be on the end, and they kept telling you, finally they gave up because people were dancing in the aisles. I mean, how do you not dance? Yeah.
So this is always my problem going to a concert. This is why I miss working at our old job, being in a suite, because I can see. Right. I can't see. And, it's not.
But she was amazing. It was such a fabulous show. And she was like 62. And she did say, this is it. I am really going to be done. I'm just closing up shop and, going to live in Switzerland and, live my life or whatever. And
she did.
It was fantastic. And her legs, and she just, I'm so
and
glad
the
we
white
went to that show.
Blouse with the sharp collar, she would wear the white. And I think my mom wore a white blouse that night. And
I think she did.
I did because we love our blouses. But it was that was just kind of a good memory. So, anyway, I love that Casey took her because she just raved.
Yeah.
And then told me, I thought you'd do something about your pooch by now. But she only meant it in the nicest way. We just laughed so hard. Okay, so let's thank a couple of our sponsors.
All right.
Twin Cities Closet Company. They are a premier closet company right here in the Twin Cities, and they have so many storage solutions for you guys. It is a family-run business. They have put their blood, sweat, and tears into it. Jim, Jean, and Caroline, the daughter, and everyone who works there is full-time. They make and manufacture all of the closets right there in their Minneapolis location. They've got 2 great showrooms. One's in Mounds and one's in Minneapolis on Hiawatha, convenient. And these guys know what they're doing. And the reason that it's really cool is they're not part of a franchise group. So they can be innovative. They can do other things. If there's anything that happens wrong or anything, they're right there. You go talk to them. Their installers aren't people that they hire from another party. They're people on staff. And everyone is so passionate about what they do. And we felt that when we toured the warehouse and everything. It's spot clean, the detail, the smarts, the designers. Everyone's a designer. And the complimentary design that you can have at your house to start making your dreams come true with your storage issues is real. And all you need to do is go to tcclosets.com, set up your complimentary consultation, and they will tell you, how to make it all happen, and no budget is too small.
Yeah. And I remember when we went there, I
loved it.
We saw the innovative way that they do Murphy beds in bedrooms where people want to get rid of a bed, but they want to have a guest bed. And these are not the Murphy beds of old. I think of like Laverne and Shirley pulling down the thing or something like that. It's amazing, and the beds are comfortable, and that is such a cool way of maximizing using space. Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, that was just a little. I was like, whoa, those are not like they used to be.
And the lighting. I mean, how many times do I go in my closet and think, why I don't have a light
I
here?
can't see. From your one overhead light, if
and I've got
even have it.
And I've got all my stool, and and I've tried to put patch lighting in, that I buy, and I've tried to do.
Oh, come on, get out your headlamp, Julia, and just go in there.
Basically, Lori, and then we had Anthony on from Envision on earlier in the week, and he's such a great guy, and you could tell his passion for Envision, and we love them, and Julia, it should be fun and easy. I like those, Lori.
These are Leisure Society, a new line that Envision started carrying these glasses. The new glasses I have are both Leisure Society, but I am telling you, the materials that these glasses are made out of, this is like a black and gold. They are just so chic and classic and handsome or glamorous. You can see the gold on them.
Oh, there it is. Because when I think my glasses are Kitty Marcus by now, but when I see you in them, because you just, Lori, those are
and they're
gorgeous.
Gold inside, so you get lighting. I'm having gold lighting from the inside.
You're just glowing. You are glowing. You are a walking Oscar award.
And then, if you would like to go to Envision and look at their selection of Maui gems, they have, I think they said they have the biggest collection of Maui gems. And not only do they have the mirrored frames, but they also have some very cool, lightweight plastic-looking frames. But they're
I have
polarized.
A pair of plastic Maui gems.
Oh my gosh.
I love Maui
cool.
gems. Those are and you can get your prescription in it and it works. And I absolutely, look at Lori, you're so glamorous. You're so glamorous. I love it. I love it. Okay, while we're doing it, let's just talk about Croatia, captivating Croatia and traveling with Burton overseas. It's a dream to go on some of these trips that we've been on. And if you have time next April and have wanted to see Croatia and want to do it with a small group, pretty much first class, and we have fun.
Not pretty much, definitely.
It is. And we have fun. We hope that you can join us. You go to BortonOverseas.com, you'll see it on the homepage. I actually have to.
And you know what? If you are a solo traveler, fear not. You will be welcomed and you'll make friends, and you don't need to worry about oh, everyone else is going to have somebody to pair up with. We don't ever leave anyone behind. And usually every trip we've been on, there have been 5, 6, 7 people that are solo travelers. People that like to have their own room, but they don't have anyone to travel with
Right.
anymore. They want to be in a small group. They don't want to be off on their own as a solo traveler. So there's that. And then it's also great, for couples, because I know my one friend and her husband who are going, she's like, I'd have to plan every single thing and I don't like doing it. I'm not good at that.
Oops.
I don't know what to do with my days. So, we're spending 6 nights in Croatia at a fantastic
Dubrovnik.
hotel. Yeah, in Dubrovnik, in the old town. Well, really, the whole place is very medieval and historic looking, but a great location. And then doing day trips from there, because I'll tell you what, I'm also not renting a car.
Oh my gosh.
And driving around and figuring out my own itinerary.
Oh my gosh.
Please pick me up at the front door. Oh, lunch is included at the vineyard and wine tasting. Thank you. Amazing restaurants. So they think of all the things that really, really is a fun travel experience. They go to many other destinations and hot. Right now, the Scandinavian countries. I think about Copenhagen. I could have spent a week in Copenhagen.
I could have too. Lori, I would go back to Copenhagen.
I could have spent a week in Stockholm, and I could have spent probably 5 nights in Oslo. I mean, that is just, I would just go back to Copenhagen. I can see why a couple of my flight attendant friends bid on the Copenhagen. It's just marvelous.
It's marvelous. And it's all on water, and it's so beautiful. And Lori, I'd go back to see the fjords again.
Yeah.
To this little area. That was it's a great trip. Anyway, Borton Overseas. Tell them Lori and Julia sent you. Okay, so Ben Affleck. So I told you last week or earlier in the week about I'm watching Celebrity Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yes,
with Jimmy
Kimmel. Yes.
And I remember playing with you and Casey up at the cabin, and because we have the game there, and I can't stop laughing because that is a fun game to play. First of all, if people want a good board game, that's a good board game. It's kind of like Trivial Pursuit.
And you can play in teams.
I know. It's so fun. So I've been watching it, and he was on with this gentleman who was another one of those Jeopardy winners. I kind of like game shows. I really do.
Yeah.
Jamie Ding. And so Matt Damon was on it last year. And Matt won $1 million for his charity. So this year it was Ben Affleck with another guy.
They don't win $1 million very often, though. This is not a typical thing. And
do you know the
question?
question?
Be a millionaire? No, I don't.
Okay, so I thought you'd read it because I was dying to ask.
I did read the story at GMA. It was on all the morning shows because it's so unusual. And I guess because Ben and Matt, have been buddies since they're kids, and they both win $1 million.
For their charity. So here's the question, because I thought for sure you'd read it, but I took a picture of it.
Okay.
Because I knew the answer. In the annual Thanksgiving tradition, all but which of these have been names of turkeys pardoned by the U.S. presidents? A, peanut butter and jelly. B, tater and tot. C, mac and cheese. Or D, spaghetti and meatballs.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
It is.
Yeah. The other ones.
Totally.
Yeah,
the other ones make sense more,
Well, they're all 2 names, but spaghetti and meatballs, nothing to do with Thanksgiving. So that was even if you're guessing, that would be the right guess. And that was the answer, and that's how they won. Oh,
and that's how they won. And then right after that, they had, who was on Seinfeld that was balding and...
Jason Alexander.
Him. So he was on with someone. They didn't even make it past the second question. And then they came back, and then they had this woman on who's an actress, something. We know her. But it's fun to watch, and you can also watch it on Hulu.
Yeah.
So sorry we gave that one away, but
that's all right.
They're kind of fun. That's a fun game to play.
In the summertime, the network TV, they do well. America's Got Talent is still on. The game shows do well. I still remember when Who Wants to Be a Millionaire debuted with Regis Philbin, and it was like a sensation overnight. Yes, it was.
Don't you remember on like Monday through Thursday nights for the month of July or something?
Sensation.
Oh, Reg.
He
was another good guy.
Yeah. All
So many
right.
people. Yeah. All
I
right,
know.
back to
Well,
you.
I know. Speaking, we did have a very sad loss. Glenn Hansard died in a motorcycle accident at the age of 56. You know him from the movie Once, came out maybe 2007, and
Yep.
he and his partner won the best original song for Falling.
This one. Look at the picture. Is
Falling
that him?
Slowly. Yes.
Yes.
Falling slowly. And he died. He got hit. He was on his motorcycle and he'd played music at like a pub the night before, so they had video. But I mean, he knew everybody. I think President Obama, Springsteen, Bono. He was just like
A great guy.
a great guy, and it really, really sad news in the music world. And that was, I know, a song that you had to have loved because
I
it's
did,
one
of
of
course,
the
'cause
most
it's
beautiful
sappy.
ballads.
And it's
But it's a
sappy.
beautiful ballad.
It is.
And that movie also became a huge Broadway show.
Mm-hmm. It
So,
did.
yeah.
It's been here. Well,
Anyway, well,
that's
here's
sad.
some other news for you,
All right, tell
Julia. The Lioness had its premiere this week, and Nicole Kidman and Zoe Saldana were there, and it premieres on Sunday night on Paramount. It's season 3. That show doesn't ever really get the buzz of other Taylor Sheridan movies.
It's so
or
good.
TV series, but it is very, very good.
It's
CIA operative. It's excellent. But this is its 3rd season. It just doesn't. It's like The Americans when that was back in the day, or Animal Kingdom. It didn't get the traction, or Dark Winds.
So good.
It is, for whatever reason, but it is good. But I am going to watch with Casey the last episode of season 2.
I think
that
so.
show, I feel like Ransom Canyon. I did not need to watch last year's season
because it's popcorn. Did you finish it?
No, but I'm almost done. But the hot guy that Quinn's dating?
Oh, I looked him up immediately.
He's the brother, Craig, in Animal Kingdom.
I know. I couldn't stand it. He's so gorgeous.
He's so gorgeous, and he's so tall and just beautiful. And that is his real accent. He is Australian. He's
so gorgeous. Ransom Canyon, good old Netflix.
Did you watch Animal Kingdom ever?
I started to because I'm in love with Scott Speedman.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? There were so many episodes. I should go back.
There
were just so many
show.
episodes sometimes of these shows that it's kind of like, oh.
Yeah. And that was on TNT back in the day. And it was appointment television.
TV.
They did do like 18 episodes a season
and
or something
good old
crazy.
Ellen Barkin.
Oh, she was always robbed. She was incredible as Smurf, the mob mother boss.
And she was robbed by her ex-husband too. If she was married to the Revlon heir,
Ron Perlman.
Yeah, and he screwed her over and kept all of her clothes and all of her
But she got all of her jewelry because she
did
actually, she sold it for like $20 million at a very fancy estate sale.
But seriously, he locked her out.
Yes, he did. Well, speaking of getting locked out, Donna Mills is joining OnlyFans, and her teaser was she's got 85 reasons to show you why you should subscribe to her OnlyFans, because she is, yes, indeed, in fact, 85 years of age.
And she looks younger than me.
Oh my gosh, she's
a baby. Amazing.
And maybe she's going to post, like never before pictures that, maybe it was Donna Mills in Playboy. I don't know, but she's always was the hottie.
At 85, she's joining OnlyFans.
Because her podcast, she does a podcast
with
the Knots Landing ladies. And maybe she would just, she's got a new young manager who's just like, let's go ahead and do this. You can post photos of yourself from old photo shoots and stuff. The Donna Mills fandom is real. We'll pay that. So what did I do as soon as I saw it? Sent it to Jason Matheson.
Oh, of course.
So he, just in case I can.
Donna Mills Gate.
I don't mind being an unpaid researcher for him now and again. Okay. But
and many others.
Because we have our Donna Mills.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have to, so I saw a doctor, my annual doctor, and he was telling me about how much protein women have to take in a day. What do you think it's supposed to be, Lori? I know you don't
whatever
care.
it is, I'm not getting enough.
I know it. So this is why I bought this. Look you can get 23 grams in this drinkable yogurt. It's Oikos.
Yeah.
How do you
Can we
pronounce
just
it?
eat the Oikos?
No, I don't like
Oikos.
the consistency sometimes.
Okay.
So I put this, it's Oikos Pro, and this is mango pineapple, and it has no added sugars, but 23 grams of protein if you're looking for a drinkable. Because
Does it taste good?
Yes. And
It
you can
does?
get I crush it with ice in my blender, and I have like a frozen drink. Or it comes in vanilla. But what I love about it is that it's easy. You can get it in. I mean, protein's hard to get in. We're supposed to have 80 to 100 grams of protein a day.
I am failing.
I know. And it's we need it for our muscles. So protein powders, you get a jug that's huge. It's only a third full, by the way. Everyone knows this. And then you get the powders, and it makes you fart like crazy unless you get
I didn't know that.
Oh, you get the farts you can't control. So the surprise farts that you're talking to someone and you're like you're just like you just spit all over the computer.
That tootie booty.
I mean, but a tootie booty when you don't want it, and it's just so this I like a lot.
I'm going to try it
it's
because
hard to get in the protein.
Impossible.
It's impossible. And so that was my little shout out. I know Oikos is calling me. Let me pose with the Oikos. Oh, how do you say it?
I think it's Oikos.
O-I-K.
It's Greek.
Oikos.
Greek.
And it's probably made by
Oikos.
General Mills right here in the Twin Cities.
Oh, that's all right.
But they're only $2.13 a pop versus when you do the math to dollar ratio of buying the powder, that's like, I feel like $4 a scoop.
Okay.
So anyway, and this is all done. So there's
I don't like the taste of that powder stuff anyway.
That's why, but I put collagen in it and I put blueberry and blah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was
look at you being all good and healthy.
Lori,
Here
I have a wedding.
Yes,
You're
I know.
Always healthy. You never, ever.
I don't eat enough protein.
Well,
and
protein's a big
when I
issue.
gave blood last week,
What'd they say?
I had to do my little, you know what hurts the most about giving blood? Getting your finger pricked. That hurts at the tip of your finger.
Why
but
did
just
you
for
have
a
to get that?
second.
Okay.
Well, my iron was like 1205 and it's supposed to be 1208 or something. And then she said, well, we'll do your other finger. And then we got the right result.
So you're more iron on your right-hand side because you're right-handed?
I guess. But she just said to me, start taking kids' iron vitamin Flintstones.
Oh.
If you don't eat meat and eat more spinach. So,
okay.
So anyway, I was like, well, that is my one good deed that I do is give blood.
Because you have the good blood.
I got O negative, universal.
You got the good blood. Mm-hmm.
Saving babies in NICU.
I can't do it because I pass out. It's just not.
Julia, but did you hear me? I'm saving babies in NICU and
I
saving,
know.
Anyone
my baby
should
was
we
in
be
the
stranded.
NICU.
Huh?
One of my kids was in the NICU for 9 days.
Yeah. Did the baby need blood?
No. Just holding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just holding.
Oh, boy.
I know. That little one.
Yeah.
He's getting married. Went with the other one. My other boy's getting married next June.
Do they have a date?
Yes. I'll tell you off air.
Okay. All right.
Haven't I told you? Oh.
Julia, no, because you've only had eyes for the wedding in front of you.
Well, I had eyes yesterday for the wedding coming up after this wedding. And I went with my
I hope it's not Father's Day weekend.
No.
Okay, good.
Let me just look that up. We'll figure this out after. But it's on a Friday night. And we went to Vowed downtown Minneapolis yesterday. And we found she's the cutest dress. Oh my gosh. So cute. It's fun. That's a fun place. That's a fun place.
That's a fun job, wedding dress shopping.
I kind of I feel like I could help people in that area.
Well, if you have the time and if anyone would like
or
your
selling
opinion.
Rings. I don't know if anyone likes my opinion. I'm truthful.
See, this is the thing. Well, no, you need a truthful thing, but I don't think people need assistance wedding gown
sit up straight,
shopping. Julia, because they have their best friend.
Oh,
or
that's what she
two,
did. She was so
and a
cute. She
mother
went with
and a
her friends,
sister.
and then this time it was me, her mom, and her
Yeah.
auntie on the other
Yeah.
side. So that was it was a fun
There's
day.
a lot of people to satisfy, and I like that she broke it up because it's best not to have a party of 8 all giving their opinion or not giving their opinion.
She's a smart little cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, I
Other
have
things?
to tell you the
Tell me.
story
Okay, tell me.
that absolutely I screamed
Okay.
when I read it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it involves a couple. It involves Delta Airlines.
Oh.
And it involves, of course, the couple is from Florida. So here's the story.
All funny stories usually come from you. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Florida man.
The crazy ones.
Florida woman does this.
Okay.
So this couple, and we know their names because their mug shots were released. So I wonder what's happened in their life since this story happened this week. Lauren Mitchell and her husband Eric were traveling on a flight from Atlanta to Las Vegas. They probably had to go Tampa, Atlanta, Atlanta, Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically, the flight attendant noticed that people around this couple were standing up and trying to move, looking around. There was a ruckus in row 16.
I feel like I know what they were doing.
And the flight attendant approached the couple after seeing the woman, and the headline was, "Couple kicked off of Delta flight for breastfeeding her husband." And the flight
I just read about this.
The flight attendant approached the couple after seeing the woman with her shirt pulled up over her husband's head. And when she tapped him on the shoulder, he popped up and he had a visible milk mustache. Okay?
Oh, my word.
Okay, around his mouth. She asked them to stop.
Yes.
This is not appropriate.
You are not a child.
They started laughing, and then Eric started arguing with her that he was hungry and did nothing wrong.
Stop.
She could not get an assurance that they would not go back to breastfeeding on the other side so she could be even and he could satiate his hunger.
Unbelievable, Lori.
The captain was notified by the lead flight attendant, requested law enforcement meet the plane in Vegas. They did. They were arrested for disorderly conduct.
Lori.
They were held for several hours and then released. I think Delta declined to press charges, time and money. But what they did do is they did confirm that this couple, again, if you know this couple from Tampa, Laura and Eric Mitchell, that they are now on their internal no-fly list. So they are banned from Delta.
First of all, that would be, if you saw that happening and you're sitting by them, wouldn't you just be like, what up? I mean, that is...
You wouldn't think they were breastfeeding.
You would just
they
think
are
he was
having porn sex.
motorboating.
They're filming. This is
Something.
just a completely unbelievable sexual. What the hell is going on? Not that the guy comes up and starts screaming, "Hey, hungry! I need some
with
milk."
a milk mustache. I need the more from the other side. Oh, Lori, that's
what are you talking about? I breastfeed. It made me think of that lady on Game of Thrones. Remember the other homely lady with the long, and she was breastfeeding her 12-year-old. Oh my God.
Okay,
so I don't know
that's a good
what
story.
their mothers are thinking or what their families are, but I feel like social media things have been shut down for members of the family.
Oh,
and
yeah, you know it.
Hopefully nobody's getting fired, but we can just say, I can say that I have heard that this is a category in Pornhub.
I've heard that too.
Yeah. So.
And I'm completely grossed out. And thank you for sharing. We can move on. But of course, they're a couple from Florida. Okay, that's really bad, Lori. That is, I just can't even imagine if you were there. You just sit there like, that's like that guy at the State Fair at the Bonnie Raitt concert that I went with you that was just pleasuring himself right in the open in front of us. And I thought, how rude.
I was next to him.
I know. I was dying.
Next to
and
him.
You weren't
and
as crazy as...
He was slapping the top of his
the
pants.
monkey.
Through his pants.
Stop. Okay, moving on.
Yeah. And then when it got down to you and you were on the aisle, you got up and screamed and you weren't even there. And I just kind of turned to the side.
I turned and saw it then.
And I just thought, well, he's beating his own drum, you know? I'm not going to freak out
I just
and
had
interrupt the concert.
But
if it had been
years
out
of being flashed, and I just don't have fond
Yes.
memories.
Yeah, it's a terrible memory, but he was playing his drum on the outside of his pants. So otherwise, I would have absolutely.
Lori,
No, it was Julia. I was right next to him. It wasn't out of his pants.
All right. Let me tell you something.
He had a tent pole, and he didn't mind smacking it around.
Honest to Pete.
We've invoked the fair twice today.
Well, it's coming up. It's the season. Okay, so
and our dear friend Marjorie is getting a little. She's getting an honor. Marjorie, our blue ribbon baker.
Marjorie
she is, Marjorie.
Oh, what is she?
She died last fall, at
I know.
age 106. But there is a new Marjorie Johnson Honeybee Award that's going to recognize the winner in the Honey Sweet Roll category, one of her favorite bakes. And remember, she doesn't start baking for the Minnesota State Fair till she's in her 50s. And she just loved winning ribbons. And when she published The Road to Blue Ribbon Baking, we're dedicated in that book. It made her ineligible to compete in the fair's creative activities category, but she could continue to do bee and honey because she didn't have any bee or honey recipes. And one of her final 2 ribbons in 2025 were her honey sweet rolls, which she made only with honey. Your mom would have liked this because she liked.
You got to be careful cooking with honey because it doesn't raise the same way. I mean, you have to learn.
She
how to
became
cook
great at it,
of course
she won it just a couple months before she died. She won over 2,500 ribbons, became a fan favorite on Leno. Her appearances, you can see him on YouTube. Rosie O'Donnell, of course, she was on our show many, many times. But anyway, you'll be able to see. Everything at the Creative Arts Building, and Blue Ribbon hopefuls have until 4:30 on August 13th to register in the bee and honey category.
My friend entered her chocolate chip cookies a couple years ago, and I think she got an honorable mention. She's such a good baker, Angela. I mean, anyway,
I just wanted to have a trifecta of state fair stories.
Okay, I've got one last story for you. So, I was watching. I got my new Mahjong card for 2026, so I'm going back in. I'm trying to curb my spider solitaire gaming online, and I'm switching it to Mahjong, which I have to think a lot harder for.
Are you playing with other people?
Not right now. I'm playing with bots, but I need to get it back up to speed so I can play with other people. So, I like to listen to documentaries. I don't need to see the pictures. I just listen to the story. So here are the 2 that I started. My father was Charles Manson.
Oh,
my grandfather
I've heard about this one. My grandfather.
And it's an interesting story. This girl did not know, and her dad didn't find out until he was way older. And he kept wondering, who's my dad? Who's my dad? And he found out because his blood relative contacted him. He must have put his saliva in 23andMe or one of those ancestry things. And he finds out and he's like, what? And he's this gorgeous actor who you would recognize, who kind of never made it big, but was really good looking. This guy, Charles Manson, was 5 feet tall. That was just another side boat. But then what?
Well, I was going to say, I listened to this podcast when I was in Hawaii called You Must Remember This, all deep dive into Charles Manson. And one of the things about Charles Manson, he had sex with so many women, and they think there are a lot of children.
Of grandchildren out there. Or children.
Well, children and grandchildren that don't know it because it was this... The hippie girls were coming and going, and it is the 60s and all of this. There's so much drugs going on, and people wouldn't necessarily know who got them pregnant because it was just like a kind of a free for all. But
Right.
he was, for being a short guy, he was so enigmatic and actually quite striking, his eyes and all of this. But yeah, they suspect him of having multiple children, and either people don't want it known,
Oh,
or
right.
they didn't know, or no one's taken the drug test. So yeah, this gal probably had interest because her father is somewhat, you recognize him, you know, that in the business, because that's what Charles Manson wanted to be.
He wanted to be an actor.
a movie
I know.
star.
Yep.
He wanted to be a movie star. He thought he should be a movie star.
Mhm.
It's
Kind of like us, but we were too lazy to do it. I never thought I should.
I do have an interest in seeing this. What was it on?
It's, I think, on Netflix.
Netflix,
And
okay.
I'm like halfway through, and
It's keeping
it's
your interest?
a little bit, yeah. And then I paused it, and then I went
Okay.
over to one on HBO. And I'm just going to tell you, I like
called The Beauties. Bring Me the Beauties.
No.
Okay.
That is on my list.
Mhm.
But the one was The Man Will Burn, and it's about the history of the Burning Man.
Oh,
And
I actually want to see this
okay,
Do you like
it's
it?
4 parts.
because I never want to go to Burning Man. I know that I'm not. I'm not for it. I don't want to spend enough money to do it in style. I don't want to be out in the middle of the desert with all kinds of people on all kinds of
Like Black Ridge City, they
hallucinogenics.
call it, in the middle of the desert. But basically, it started with, you know, people in San Francisco, creatives who wanted to express themselves. And they started the very first one where they burned a wooden man, kind of to
What
give up.
year was that? I mean, has it been
Oh,
going on 20 years?
70s.
Oh, it's 70s, that long. Okay.
70s, like, because San
So-
Francisco, before San Francisco became really cool and, you know, modern and everything, it was like a 70s thing. And then it kind of just slowly got this, you know, following, but
Influencer
they never did the festival, I think. It could have been Eating Slurry. I could be really wrong.
Yeah.
But it held my attention for 35 minutes.
Whoa.
And I will say,
Mhm.
and they're talking about what they should do during COVID. I mean, there's this huge Burning Man committee. It costs millions of dollars to put it on. Nothing can be bought or sold there. So everyone would go there.
You have to
You're
bring in
not
all
a
your own
commodity.
supplies. Right.
You are a person. And the Burning Man temple they build is a place for you to grieve and give up your whatever you need to give up, you know. And
Sounds like a nightmare.
it sounds like people on drugs. But
Yes.
but
But
also,
you have to be prepared ahead of time.
also kind of interesting. It's
You
the
don't you
genesis.
remember last year the huge windstorm and
And people got
flooding?
stuck. And didn't
happened,
one of the
people
Wilson
died.
brothers? Didn't one of the Wilson brothers get stuck in mud and they had to walk out or something? It was crazy last year.
Yeah, you're far, far away, and everybody is hallucinating. I can't think of anything. That sounds like hell on earth to
And
me.
they have huge extra large puppets and lights.
Yeah,
that would
and I
strobe
wouldn't
at
have liked
you.
this in my 20s. P.S.
Ever.
By the way, when I was doing every kind of crazy thing you could think of. If you had asked me in my 20s, would I like to go out to a desert? I mean, it was barely, you know, I portaged once and I did some camping, but I don't want to. And then the idea of hallucinogenics when one time in my 20s I did mushrooms, I thought I was a merwoman and I pooped in a lake.
Oh.
Okay. And I fainted in the Burnside Lodge. I'm not, I can't.
No,
And then they're
and
having
they-
hundreds of people doing
Thousands
hallucinogen,
of people around you and love. It would just, it
and
sounds like a
100
nightmare.
miles from nowhere and no little store to go to.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing can be. No, it's an interesting concept. And back to the thing, like I told you a couple of weeks ago, I can't remember where it was the BDSM convention, and people came once for curiosity, but they come back for the friends. Same thing with this. They come once for curiosity, but they built lifelong friends and found their partners and found everything. You know.
Yeah.
So people can go to church too. It's a lot closer and it's really good for you. I mean, but, it was just kind of like.
So I would like to watch this because I don't want to go there, but I always read about it and I'm kind of fascinated.
Fast forward a little bit because they get into so much minutia over COVID year 2. Should we or shouldn't we?
I don't want to relive anything. I don't even want to remember 2020.
Same.
Yeah.
I've never been more alone than I was alone. I was literally, except for you, because we had to go to work every day. But anyway, I think you need to fast forward. I think there should have been a little more editing, but it's also kind of interesting to hear the genesis. You'll fast forward, Laurie.
All right, I'm sure.
I already know it.
I don't know when I'm going to get to this, but...
Well, I've just saved you a little bit.
Yeah, you
just
did.
try it because I'll be curious what you think. All right, look at the time. The time is up. We've got to go. We've got a busy weekend. And this was fun.
Yeah, very fun.
Everybody have a great day and a great weekend. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. Please, if you're in the shop for closets, for glasses, for travel.
Do you want to know where...
support our sponsors.
Our Keith Urban is at?
Oh, Laurie, we do love him.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that
Tell me where
the people... Okay, we've gotten like a lot of new subscribers from this thing. We're at 125,000 views, Julia.
For Keith Urban's Glow Down.
Yeah, and we've reached 84,000 accounts, and we've gotten like 250 new followers.
Thank you, people.
Just from that.
Watch us on YouTube and like us everywhere.
I wonder if anything will happen with my Woman
poop confession today.
My doing
here's what's so funny.
Confession.
So our clips on Instagram, if you don't follow us yet, Lori and Julia, here's you being outrageous and here's me. I don't even talk. It's just you being the star, and I just sit there and people are like, why is she there? Obviously, she's not sitting up straight right now and holding in her core like she's supposed to be.
Belly button to spine.
Oh,
belly button to spine. Kegel while you're at it if you want to multitask.
There's so much to do. And then get on all of your makeup and use your red light, please.
All right.
Being a woman's hard. Everyone have a great day.
Amen.
All right. Bye, honey.
Okay, see you later.
Again, thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it.